Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for, this is going to be the next four big changes that are coming in for you this year. Sorry, I'm just dropping cards. I decided to do this because I'm a little off on my reading schedule, so there was really nothing for me to do, and I want to get back on my old schedule. And so that's why we're doing different readings. But for your first big change, you have this deer and this crow card. The deer kind of reminds me of like spring empress energy in this deck. And so, I kind of feel that there is like something like fresh, new growth happening in your life here, Aries. And it feels really good. I mean, this reading already looks really good. Your readings have been fairly positive. And, again, that does not necessarily mean that your life is perfect. I always like to remind people that you can have a very good reading and your life can suck. But that's not the point. If you think that, like, I get tons of comments there. People are like, you said this was going to happen. Nothing happened. I'm like, well, you probably should not be watching tarot, number one. Number two, that's not how tarot works. Tarot is energy that you must work with. So you can have a very good reading and your life can be absolute dog garbage, right? But, what I would say here, Aries, is like the energy exists for you to create massive improvements here, clearly. This is a very positive reading so far. But I think you have to put the work in to do it. You have the Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles as well here. And so this right here is why I went on and on and on about that at the beginning of the reading, is because Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles says that you have the opportunity to create massive abundance or, to grow something, but the Knight of Pentacles is not moving. He is standing there, and he could easily plant seeds in that field behind him and they will grow. The Nine of Pentacles literally says that you have some sort of skill that could lead to to massive success in your life, but you have to use that skill. So I feel for a lot of you that there's some sort of skill that you need to use here. You even have, again, this this crow spirit, and crows are like the smartest birds, right? They're like one of the few animals other than humans that can think in multiple steps. Not even dogs can think in as many steps as a crow can think, so they're highly intelligent. And I feel this energy of having a skill here. So again, we were talking about Nine of Pentacles. She has grapes behind her. Grapes in the tarot, down and dirty tarot, they just represent a skill that, they require something that requires special skills to grow. And in real life, grapes are very difficult to grow well. And so I feel that you have a skill that you can do, but that maybe most people can't do. And by using that skill, you could be attracting something very nice into your life. You have the Knight of Wands, which says, and then you go to the King of Wands. So this right here really tells me that there's more of an adventure that you need to go on to be able to, express this skill into the world, right? And so I kind of feel for a lot of you that you're on this, like, this first row, the first change that's coming in here is really saying, like, number one, what are you waiting for? Three of Wands is my card that says you have your eye on something that could lead to a lot of success in your life, but, like, what are you waiting for? You need to take a leap of faith and make it happen. The Three of Wands is a card of expansion and growth, or expanding into the universe, and so I feel that there is a lot of expansion for you, but I also feel that it's about the journey with the Knight of Wands. It's like you're on this journey of learning something. I also feel for some of you that there could be like a knowledge gap, right? It's like maybe you have a skill that where you could express it into the world that would make you very successful, but the reading is kind of saying to me that there's also another part of that which would require you to learn something else so that you could actually express it into the world. What the hell am I talking about? Well, it's like maybe you have the gift of gab. Maybe you can talk all day long like I can. I'm a crazy Gemini moon, right? I can talk all day long, but maybe you can talk all day long, but maybe you don't know how to operate a camera. So it's like you want to start a YouTube channel. Let's pretend that's what you're doing here, but you can't because you don't know how to use a camera. So that's what I mean by some sort of knowledge gap. Obviously, I'm not saying it's YouTube. I'm just using it as an example. So like whatever it is that you want to do, I think there's a little bit of a knowledge gap here in something else that would help you kind of move ahead. I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm getting here. But I would learn about it because it's not that hard to figure out how to use a camera, right? With the Three of Wands, yes, you have the moon. The other thing that I think could be holding you back on some sort of big journey here is the outcome. Sometimes, sometimes with the moon, I think that the moon is more referring to the outcome, meaning, and here's what I mean by that. What I mean by that is, like, obviously if you put work into something, you want to have some sort of result. And so you could be putting too much pressure on the end. You could be saying like, oh, yeah, but if I do this and I don't make money starting this business, or, if I don't end up dating this person that I want to date, or whatever your outcome that you're hoping for is, then it's like sometimes I think the moon stops us before we actually get started. And so, but that doesn't mean stop. That means you need to push through whatever that feeling is, right? With the Knight of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands just says if you believe it, you can have it. Seven of Wands, card of conviction. It says when you know that you know, when you believe something so deeply that there is no other way than for you to accomplish whatever it is that you're thinking about, then you will accomplish it. So I actually see you being very convicted, and it is a card of conviction, believing something very deeply. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. You start basically here and you end with the Page of Pentacles. So there clearly is like a new opportunity or something new coming into your life that will lead to a lot of success. For your next big change, you have this message card and this courthouse card. Some of you definitely could be receiving a legal message. I mean, you have the Eight of Wands and the Justice card, and then you show up here. I mean, this is all about you. The King of Wands is you. So if you are dealing with a legal matter, a divorce, a separation, then this could definitely be the year. Maybe you've been dealing with something for a long time. This could be the year that it closes out. I'm also getting that this could be something karmic as well. So you could be closing some sort of karmic cycle. I'm not necessarily saying this is a person either. It's like we all have certain things where we learn certain lessons in life, and like, we have to learn a lesson or whatever, and then sometimes we like learn it again and again. I feel like if there's been something that has been repeating in your life, like a repeat lesson, I'm also getting that the message that you're getting here is more that you are ending the situation. The Eight of Wands really is a message of conclusion. So it really says that whatever is ending in your life is, whatever's ending in your life basically is concluding, or whatever message you're receiving is an ending. Because again, the Eight of Wands is a quick conclusion. So again, I feel like you could be ending something here. The Eight of Wands is also quick success as well. And right next to it, you have the Six of Wands. So this could be a legal victory going right here, or, a legal win, even if you're on the losing side, which, obviously we can't all be winners, right? And sometimes you are on the losing side in life. This would kind of represent maybe a more favorable loss. Like maybe you thought things were going to be a lot worse than they actually are. But for most of you, I feel like this is a win. You have the King of Wands, which I just feel is you showing up in this reading, in this position. So I feel like you're just showing up as yourself here with the King of Wands, and, that's it. I also feel that there definitely could be a divine counterpart coming in for you if you want love with that Queen of Wands. So if you are hoping for a strong, loving connection, that's what that could be. You have the Justice card here. So again, there's clearly justice coming in for you. You have the courthouse card. This, we talked about it. Pretty straightforward row. I feel like you could just be getting justice in a situation, or you could be experiencing like positive karma. So let's see. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Five of Swords. I would definitely say don't give up on something. Five of Swords is like trying to win at all cost. What I would say is that, if there is an opportunity to take a settlement or something like that, again, I am not a lawyer. I have no clue what I'm talking about. So obviously, if you're dealing with something legal, listen to your lawyer, not me. But the Five of Swords could represent something that ends, that kind of is a settlement. It's like, it might not be perfect, but at the same time, this part of the reading could be saying that, it might be something that removes the situation from your life, and it won't even focus on it. So, whatever, I give up. So sometimes I think that it's like better to take a settlement just so you can end the situation and move forward with your life, right? With the King of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely fortune's turning in your favor. Something is turning around here. For some of you, I'm also getting that this could be a win in your life where you thought you were losing, but not legal. It could be something else where maybe you thought things were not going your way, and now I think there's like a turnaround. You have Justice. I just realized you also have this other Justice card in your next row. So clearly, the universe is bringing in justice or like karmic correction into your life, and this could be a karmic reward as well, especially with that Wheel of Fortune. With the Justice card, you have the Nine of Swords. I think you thought this would never end. So again, that's pretty interesting. It's like there could be a situation in your life. It could be legal, could be anything, and it could be a situation that you have been thinking will never come to an end, and it's clearly coming to an end. The other interesting thing about the reading is that you have the Star here. The Star comes up after the Tower, and the Star can kind of represent healing from a Tower moment, or going through a healing period. So if this year or like over the past few years you've been dealing with an issue, this could be the end of the issue. Nine of Swords is like having a nightmare, waking up and being stuck in a nightmare. So I feel for a lot of you that I actually feel pretty good about this, because I feel like it's kind of like saying that whatever the situation is coming to an end. Like you're ending this nightmare that if you've been in a nightmare, or if something has been a nightmare, you are bringing it to a close. So again, I really like this part of the reading for you. Next, for the next big change, you have this card that says, remember, many of the clouds casting shadows aren't real. You also have this justice card that says, make sure to be honest and ethical in money matters. Something in your life needs to be brought into alignment in your life. So there clearly could be justice coming in for you, but I also feel this row is talking about alignment and coming into alignment. There was something else that said, it said, I guess not. I thought it said something else. Never mind. But, you're clearly bringing something into alignment. Here's the thing, is that you have the Six of Wands, which is a big victory coming into your life. So I do feel like there could be a victory. Even right here, we see that you have this wreath at the top of his wand that he is carrying, and it almost looks very similar to the World card, which the World card is your outcome card here. And that's very interesting to me. This to me says you are very close to accomplishing something big in your life. It's like he is having an accomplishment, but the world is better. So I kind of feel that this is saying you're getting close to a finish line in your life, and that could be the next big change that's happening for you, is that you are getting very close to a finish line or finishing something up. You have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is, the bridge between the heavens and the earth, and I do feel that there is something that you want to accomplish with the Hierophant. And so I feel that for a lot of you, that the Hierophant is kind of like saying that you are tapping into, he taps into both worlds. He's the bridge between heavens and earth. He communicates with both sides. I almost feel like you, Aries, are communicating with both sides. I feel like you are kind of tapping into your higher self maybe, and that is allowing you to, try to bring some sort of dream down to earth. The star is like having a North Star. It is having something in life that is your guiding light, having something in life that you can work towards and hopefully accomplish. And we see that here. You have the Six of Wands, which is an accomplishment. You go to the World right here, which is an accomplishment as well. So again, I feel like some of you really could be accomplishing something great here, Aries, in your life, and it's going to be good for you. The Star is kind of also a card that says, what's possible for one person is possible for you. And I feel like you need to believe that. She's pouring water onto the land here, and the water is flowing off into the earth, right? And flowing out to the people of earth. And that's the part of the card that says what's possible for one person is possible for you. So if there's something you want to accomplish, I do feel that a lot of you have your eye on something here, like an accomplishment, right? You're very close. You're almost at the finish line with the Six of Wands. And I feel like the Star is saying, like, you need to believe that you are capable. The other thing I will say about the Star that I think could be very helpful for you is that maybe you don't realize how close you are to accomplishing something, or maybe I feel I've said this to you before. I've definitely said this to you before, Aries. I think out of all the signs, you need to really look at all the things you've accomplished, and I feel that if you do that, you'll be able to say to yourself, I already have the skills necessary to do the next thing that I need to do in my life. And so there's nothing to be afraid of. Like, there's this bird here, and the bird represents getting the big picture. And so I really feel that. I've said that to you before. I know I have. So I really feel you need to look at all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. It's like you have everything you need. With the Six of Wands, you have the Three of Wands. Again, Three of Wands, card of expansion. It also says, what are you waiting for? Like I said, so if there's something you want to accomplish or something you want to create or do, be, or have in your life, I would definitely get moving here. I think that there could be a lot of success in you creating something new, or working on new projects or whatever. With the Hierophant, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about planting seeds. I think it's an amazing time for people to plant seeds. And what I mean by planting seeds is, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. So, trying something that could get you closer to your goal. Double down on the things that grow and get rid of the rest. It's about, really, we are in this time of planting a garden. I believe we have Uranus and Taurus. We have Jupiter and Taurus still until the middle of the year almost. And what I would say is that I really feel that now is a time where we could grow something, but it's like we have to treat it like a garden. We have to, if we're working on a project or a business or a relationship, we have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight. We have to do all those things. And if we do that, it will grow, whatever it is, but we have to do that. And so that's what I get for you here. With the Star, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yep. I definitely feel you are getting the resources as well. I almost feel there's a gift coming in for you, Aries. Let's say you need money to be able to, work on a project or a business. It's almost like you're getting the money, or you're finding the money, or you're finding a way to make the money. Queen of Pentacles is all about resources and increasing your resources. And I do feel That is what's going on here, is that you are increasing your resources. Next, you have this new life card, which I love this card, and this leg up card. They both kind of represent being lifted up. So the new life card, you can see she's being lifted up on a pedestal. The leg up card, you can see that baby bear is being lifted up by the mother bear. So I do feel like there is either an opportunity or something is happening that is lifting you up in your life at this time, and it's going to lead to great success, is what this reading is kind of saying to me. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the World. The Page of Pentacles is like some news coming in for you, and we see the Message card, the Eight of Wands, we have this Page of Pentacles. So there's clearly some sort of message, or there could be good news coming in for you this year, and I feel like that it helps guide you. What I'm getting off of the Queen of Wands is guidance. The Queen of Wands has that sunflower, and that sunflower points towards the sun. And so she uses that sunflower. It basically represents her bliss, her joy. And she moves towards things that bring her joy and happiness. And that is what guides her through life. She even has this black cat right here. And during times of tarot, black cats were considered very unlucky. And the whole point of the black cat is that she doesn't care what anyone thinks. So, again, a lot of you, I think, are being guided at this time, and you need to move towards guidance no matter what. Even if people tell you not to do something or whatever, I feel like you need to trust your inner voice. You have the Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords basically says don't rush something. I do feel like something is rushing here, though. I actually think it works. Part of me feels this is love. Again, you have the King and Queen of Wands here. You definitely could be attracting a divine counterpart. Could be another fire sign. Could also just be a fiery person. So I do feel you could be attracting a new person into your life. I feel like this person is very successful, like hardworking, and I do feel like it could move pretty quickly, like even into marriage. You have the Hierophant here, but, I don't know, if it works, it works, as I always say. So, there could be a really solid connection coming in for you if you want it. I also feel that there could be like news rushing in for you. And again, this news kind of maybe is very helpful. I feel like there's good news coming in. Like, but there's something like specific about this. I'm not really getting anything about it, but I feel like there could be a specific moment this year where there's like very important news. It's like more than usual, right? There's some big news that comes in for you. This could be like approval of something, or it's like sometimes I think things change. I know that sounds lame, but it's like maybe like a law changes or something like that helps you with your business, or maybe you move to another state where the laws are different, and that type of news is what changes things. I don't know. It's like popping into my head like that. So take it how it resonates. You have the World, so definitely some big accomplishments coming in for you. Like whatever you're trying to accomplish, I feel like you need to keep pushing with that Six of Wands. I'm seeing the difference between the Six of Wands here and the World. It's like the World is kind of like at the top of his wand there. And so I really feel this is saying like, keep going, don't give up. You're very close to, a big accomplishment or accomplishing something big in your life. So let's see. With the, what was this? Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. You have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer shores, moving towards improvements, moving towards bigger and better things in your life. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, like lying, cheating, stealing. I would be careful of anyone like rushing into your life here and telling you something. I kind of have a weird story popping into my head as well, and other people have had this as well. It just seems to be one of those times. But again, if you like start dating a new person and their ex like rushes in, or like a person is like, oh, don't date this person, they're this, that, or the other thing, right? I would be careful of trusting third parties, like other people. Again, there could be like a person who is telling you something about this person that isn't true. So I don't know, it's popping into my head. I would definitely be careful. And here's the thing, the Knight of Swords is like crazy in your face energy. It's like very, rushing, cutting type of vibe, right? So if someone's coming at you, being all like, you have to believe this, then it's probably not true. It's probably a lie. So trust your intuition. It might not be about love. Again, someone could be rushing in telling you, oh my God, your company's going under or something. Again, do not trust that like rushing type of energy, right? Take your time, slow down. It doesn't mean it's not true either. It just means take your time, slow down, take a deep breath, think about what's going on, look at the evidence, right? With the World, you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles says work hard, play hard. I definitely feel it would be a good year for you to like work hard but also play hard. So I would definitely do both. But let's see what's going on for you here. You have this dog barking. It says advice from a friend. Yeah, it seems to be a really good time for like mentors. You have the Hierophant here, which could be a teacher or a mentor. So I would, if you need advice, I would listen to people smarter than you, right? You have this Kangaroo. It says unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Everybody gets this card nowadays, and I don't know, we're entering into unsettled times. I've talked about it before. We're entering into a time of chaos between now and 2033. As long as you keep your head on straight, you'll be perfectly fine. So there you go. You have this angel card that says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Like I said, every single time I get this card, people get a card of protection. So, there you go. We are clearly protected right now. You have this January card. I always clarify these monthly cards. And you have this Eagle card that says triumph over obstacles. So you could really be, since the month of January, we're past January now, but since the month of January, you could be very focused on overcoming challenges and obstacles and things like that, which it looks like you are doing. You have this Cat card. It says a two-faced friend. Again, like I said, I would be careful. Sorry. I almost just choked on my own spit. I've done like 20 readings today, and like sometimes when I do too many readings, I start salivating. I start thinking about Thai food and eating and like stuff like that, and I don't know, whatever. But what I would say here is that I would be careful of any other person in your life who is like rushing in, telling lies, things like that. You have this Mountain Road card that says you're on the road to success. There you go. I think that is like the whole entire reading is you're on the road to success. But this looks amazing here, Aries. I love where it's going. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.